Good morning everyone. This is lecture 9 in its second part, and it's specifically aiming to explain the command line. You might notice when I was doing the midterm exam solving, I used here, the inclined 45-degree wall that not need this object to be oriented or rotated immediately, and I use a command called align. Sometimes some questions just pop in and just saying that why I didn't use a DAN, dimension angle, and I just measured that. You can actually, like in a case like this, you know exactly how much, and it's just to know that you can rotate that object and then do that. But sometimes the deficiency or the difference in the percentage of how much digits you have, and the DAN will measure it or round it to the first to the first digit or the second digit, and when you rotate this object to that, you will gonna find a gap. So I can just do that. It's like minus 45, and I can just move that in here, and like it's gonna be fit. Probably in this case, no, even that, it's worked, but sometimes it's just around that 45. It isn't the angle 100% to 45. It will have lots of digits, and because of the precision, it might be just simply rounded, and you're gonna end up by having angle, and that's incorrect alignment between this object and this object. So the best command to be used in this case is align, and if you hit a L, which is the shortcut for align, and then it actually usually asks you for a selecting object, that's the usual thing, and you select it and then you go hit space. Now you need 4 points, 2 points on the object and 2 points on the target. So basically I'll pick this point on the object, and I want to select the first point on the target. So this point will go to here, and then the second point on the object to the second point on the target. So that means this point, okay, will be here exactly. Now it's gonna keep asking for points. Just hit space to end that mode of selecting points, and now that's the important question that they're going to ask you: do you want to scale? You usually have to pick no. I don't want that to change or affect the object that we have and change its scale, so no. And you're going to see that the object is perfectly aligned, and that's what we want actually in a very quick manner. You don't need to know the angle and how much exactly, and put it, and then put yourself in the headache. Now I will have another look on a different case, and that's the door, which is disregard what size it is. It isn't the same size of the wall. Again, this is not really the correct thing to be done during an accurate, let's say, during the process of making an accurate plan. You may use it, and it's kind of a cheating, like if you have a plan that you don't care, or you want to just sketch it quickly without considering a correct width of the frames, or the object might be distorted a little bit. It's just a quick preview of what you want to give to the client. Totally don't recommend that for you guys, my student. Please don't do that. Like, it's really incorrect, because we agreed that the frame is 50 mil. So when you do this method, when you scale, when you use the align with the scale, it's gonna crash that. It should be 50. It's gonna change that number, and I'm gonna cut lots of grades out of you. So again, use this method when you sketch or when you work for a quick submission that no one care exactly how much it is, because you're gonna go and detail that in a more accurate way. So again, AL, align, and I'm gonna select the object, and I'm gonna hit space. Again, look at that. I'm gonna say this point to be here, and then this point to be here. Now I'll hit space to finish the adding the point, and it's gonna ask me, do you want to scale that up? And I'll say yes, and it's gonna do nothing, of course, because if you notice that I picked the two incorrect reference and there is no scaling issue. Good. Now I end up having undo and then do it again, so you can know, even if you are, use the scale yes, it might get up with an incorrect value. So I'll select the object, hit space. Now you see it goes with this point to this point, and then this point here to this point. Now that's the important way. Hit space and yes. You see, it's now, fix this issue, and it's immediately jumped that out for us, change the width of an object, but you see, it's created an extra distortion by the amount of the extra, it's increased the X, and it caused the Y also to be stretched and get increased. And again, not only that thing wrong, but instead of 50, you get 54.55. And trust me, if I see that to my student, if I see that, guys, in your exam, it's gonna be very bad. I'm gonna give you 0 for the doors, don't worry. So you can use this, guys, if you have a quick, again, if you have a quick drawing that you don't care about accuracy, and you are too, just want a door to make it bigger. And you can even explode it and just stretch that again, instead of keeping it as a block. But anyway, you might find that useful, to increase the width of an object while you are aligning it. So it's a beautiful command. Again, align. It's very similar to, it's actually combining rotate and move in the same time, and allowing the computer to figure out the angle correctly, plus it's a scale, so it's move, rotate, and scale at the same time, and it's allow you to scale the object to make it fit into a specific width or length, and it's also distort the other one and the inside detail with it. So if you don't care about this type of accuracy, this command will be your best friend. Anyway, that's been said. It's finishing this quick lecture, which is a line. I'm gonna add a group of extra old lectures that I've done talking about xref and xref clip or xclip command, and how to draw a section that I've done in a couple of months ago, just to add it to this playlist for my students, so they might not have the regular naming, lecture 9-3, but you're gonna figure out that it belongs to this lecture anyway. I wish that you find this video useful. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye bye.